Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
11. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. 55%.
A shotgun snap for Love. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get him. 11Z. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Gluck now to throw.
You ain't doing nothing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Let's go, Mexico.
3rd and long. It's Locke. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here we go. 3 down.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Like 20. 11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
White. 58, boys, 58.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
Check cross.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mike 54.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Now Pollard. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's put him on the bus. Hey, zoom. Put that team on the bus. Hey, watch Sam. Check.
Now on 2nd and 13.
You ready?
Over the middle, complete. That's Burke. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
54 Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up. Kill. Hey, turn it up. One day.
On first down, it's Long. Dumping it off for Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got by oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first and 10, Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
I'm coming after you. SOS. 11Z.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a first and goal.
Go. 390. Stop your whining.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Hey, Delta. 58 to Mike. Watch twist.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, Charlie. Come on, boy.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Here we go.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Garoppolo on 1st down.
Let's go, heavy.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, it's Love. Letting one fly deep for... He's got him in. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Yeah, this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Taking a shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time.
Out of the gun, Love. He gets this one to Johnson. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
All day, baby, all day.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Luck on first down. Buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 26. 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Focus back.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Pollard going to try the right side. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Check out. Right, 675.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
11.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Right, 675.
Block on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Luck now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Motion, motion, motion.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
From the gun, here's Locke. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
You're going to see me in your nightmares.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Squeeze, double, double.
Now Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schultz. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So go. Right, 40.
Mike, 54.
Go. Go.
Mike's 54.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, pick it up.
On 1st down, Locke. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Crunch time, defense.
Now Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Kill.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
You got it.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Here I come again. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
1, Omaha.
He's creeping. Whip, whip.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Watch the whip.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
Here we go.
The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Watch the screen.
Hey, wahoo.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available. Any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
12.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They'll try the air now with Locke. Complete. It's Johnson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Luck now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
I got you, boy.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you go field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Let's go. Calm the crowd.
Rip left.
Bravo.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Oh, yeah.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
21.
25, check 25.
On first down, Garoppolo. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
2.
51. Now watch one. Showing it. Watch twist. Watch the head.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
12.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now a first down throw. Luck. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle. And that's going to tack on 15 more. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
6:22.
Hey, check. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go.
Check out. 390.
Watch 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the defense. Let's go.
Run for Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Luck. Completes it to Austin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
11.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
I got him.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
11B. Go, go.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You remember me?
Here we go on fourth. Love. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go.
Throwing is Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We play to win. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
I'm here all day.
21. Here we go. 13.
Watch the ship.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Watch the ship. Slam.
Check 52. 65.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He can't hang.
12.
He's not going to get me. 51's a Mike, boy. 51.
Hey, orbit.
Defense focus. 51's mine.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Jones on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is going to be 49er football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. They run it with Breida. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Johnson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They run. It's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.